Hello. Well, I won't say happy Sunday, but the weather is, oh gosh. 1 minute is not too bad, and then the next minute torrential rain. Absolutely battering it down. Really torrential rain, yeah. I've just heard from my son and daughter-in-law that they're on their way home. They went to a rock festival, and apparently they got rained on. And the forecast tomorrow, which they should have been coming home tomorrow, is more rain, so they decided to call it a draw and come home early. The dogs will be very, very glad to see them because Rosie's going stir crazy. You know, I think I told you yesterday that she normally has a walk every day. And of course I'm not able to do it. So she's too much pent-up energy, basically, that's what it is. So she barked all day yesterday and gave me a headache. The little one, if you watched my live last night, the little one was an absolute witch. They each had treats. They were sort of like solid, I don't know what they were, horn or something, treats anyway. But Rosie decided she didn't just want hers, Trixie decided she didn't just want hers, she wanted Rosie's as well. So she stole it off Rosie and then got very, very territorial. It was like, I want both of them, give me both of them, yeah. I tried to take it off her, take Rosie's off her, to be greeted with a lot of growling and snapping and snarling and, oh, okay, I thought I was going to, you know. So she got a smack on the nose for that and took it off her and gave it back to Rosie. So this argument about, they've got one each, bear in mind. It's not like they've only got one between them. This argument carried on like all night. And when I finally got in bed, of course, you know, I had Rosie for a change. Rosie doesn't normally sleep with me, but she decided she would sleep with me. Not that I'm bothered, she's no bother. But then Trixie decided to jump up beside me and bring in with her treat. Chomp, 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 chew, 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 chomp, chomp, chomp. Have you tried sleeping through that? I'm like, oh, please stop it. And I kept trying to take it off her, and it was, oh, I thought, oh, I can't be coping with this. So needless to say, I am so glad that they are coming home today. And I don't have to sleep with either of them again, you know. And I do hope they're not going away anytime soon. My back is hurting so bad. I think it's because I'm not sleeping in my normal position. I'm having to make compensations for having the two dogs there with me. So I think I've been sleeping in awkward positions, so I've been getting up and I'm absolutely, my back. But we don't want to turn this into a whinge fest, do they? So what have I got nice things to tell you? Well, I'm wearing monochrome. Is that a nice thing to tell you? Yeah, I've got my monochrome necklace on, you know, black and white top, very flimsy, but it's over the top of black pants and a black top. So yeah, it's got longer sleeves. I would stand up, but my back's hurting. Anyway, I have actually finished the top. This one I managed to make it long enough, you know, from those are the armholes, right? I managed to make it long enough from there downwards. I am going to have to see if I can buy another ball, I think, for the green one I had on yesterday. It's just that bit too short. I keep having to pull it down. I've not got the figure or what the right things to wear anything that just goes to the waist, yeah. I think you have to have a trimmer figure than I've got. Anyway, I'll see if I can show you this top a bit better. I've added one of my necklaces to it just to make it a bit more sparkly. And it's, like I said, got the wider sleeves. It was done in ice yarn. It's lilac with a silvery thread. Don't know whether you can see the silvery thread. Probably not, but that's where it is. I will show you the pattern once again in case you want to make it. It's free on Ravelry and it's from the Double Stitch Twins and it's called the Two-Tone Shrug. But you know, those of you will notice that mine has got You start at the shoulders, you come down and then you make like a hole for the waist, if you know what I'm saying. Then you carry on going up to the shoulders on the other side, and then it's sewn. Oh, you can't see, can you? But it's sewn across the top, and you leave a gap obviously for your neckline. I just run a row of, well, I call them single crochet. I don't know what you call them in America. Just the normal small stitch, as my mother would call it, the short stitch, just round the neck to bring it in a bit, yeah. But then I go down from under the armholes and I do some more rows. I think on my other one I only had room to do like the 2 rows. This one I managed to do the 4. I haven't tried it on, so I don't know what it will be like. But if you want to make it, it's a free pattern on Ravelry by the Double Stitch Twins called the Two-Tone Shrug. It's called two-tone because on the pattern it's got a green front and a cream back, which obviously I haven't done, yeah. I've just done it in one colour. But I mean, if you're a sweet young thing, these seem to be the rage to wear them that short, like above the bust or wherever. But not for me. Too long in the tooth, too old and knackered for that. Anyway, the dogs are peaceful at the moment, and the air show seems to have stopped, although I did wonder because just a little while ago, I think it was a helicopter that went over, and I thought, oh gosh, we're starting again with the planes, that'll drive Rosie up the pole. But thankfully all is quiet on the Western Front. Well, I'm saying all is quiet. Next door came back. They'd been away for the weekend. They came back. And he has a van with a sliding door. And don't ask me what he does, but instead of leaving the door open while he gets everything out he's got to get out and take into the house, he closes the door every time. So it goes back that way, then back that way. And he does that, I don't know how many times, that it drives Rosie crazy. Because I think in her brain, she's thinking, Mum and Dad are back, yeah? Which they're not. Oh, here she goes again. Do apologise for this, but I have had to put up with this all weekend. So, sorry, just cover your ears a bit. Oh. She stopped. I keep going to the window with her and saying, Rosie, what are you barking at? And there's nothing there. It's like Mr. Nobody, Mr. No One. No dogs, no seagulls, nothing, no one. She's just gone running through now and gone into the back garden, so hopefully she'll... I've got the door propped open for them. Because it's a little bit windy and I don't want anything to happen to the patio door, like it's slamming shut or something. So I've got one of the plant pots like actually holding it up. Yeah. I did put a picture of our very solitary sunflower. My daughter-in-law planted a lot of seeds that were kind of wildlife friendly seeds in the garden, and they've all come up. I've no idea what they are because they're like wildlife flowers that are supposed to attract, you know, the butterflies and the bees and that. But amongst it, there must have been one solitary sunflower. I'm glad there's only one solitary sunflower because I'm actually allergic to sunflowers and sunflower seeds. Can't be anywhere near them. My friend a long time ago, she brought them and planted them in the garden, and I said to her, you're going to have to tend to them. I said, because I can't go anywhere near them. Anyway, she didn't come for a couple of days and it was hot weather, so I watered them, trying to stay away from them as much as I could. Boy oh boy, my eyes just closed completely. And I thought, I need something. Antihistamine tablets are not going to do this, not going to cut it. So I had to go across the road to my elderly neighbour at the time and say to him, could you please, I said, I will pay you for the petrol, could you please take me down to A&E, which wasn't that far away actually. I was lucky where I lived before. A&E wasn't that far away, but A&E here is like pack a sandwich and take your flask, you know, it's that far away. Anyway, he took me and he insisted on waiting for me. And when I went in, the doctor said, oh, what a beautiful reaction. I've never seen a reaction as lovely as that. And I went, it's not lovely from the inside because I can't open my eyes. They were completely swollen like bullfrogs. Came out, the skin was like stretched to capacity. It looked like somebody had pushed a load of water inside them and blown them out. I couldn't see out of them. I was like that, trying to see out of them. And he's going, what a lovely reaction. I haven't seen such a good reaction like that. Needless to say, it was an injection job. It was past the tablets, you know. It was past the antihistamine tablets. So I had to have, you know, the statutory in the BTM. And it did work. Eventually my eyes did open, you know, but they stayed swollen. And I had to go to work the day after. And they're all going, oh my goodness, what have you done, you know. So I said, well, do you mind if I wear sunglasses even though I'm in the job centre? Do you mind if I wear sunglasses because I feel such a fool? But then I got even more comments like, why are you wearing sunglasses? It's not sunny in here. So I just, in the end, I took them off. Oh, excuse me. Took them off and put up with the comments like, oh, what have you done to your eyes, you know. I haven't done anything to my eyes. It was sunflowers that did this to my eyes. The first time I had a reaction to sunflowers was when I was at school. We had to cut one in half in biology to look through all the layers and draw all the different layers of the sunflowers. I got home and I had a brilliant reaction. Not quite as bad as to the actual sunflowers, but to the sunflower seeds. And over the years, many people have said to me, oh, you should eat sunflower seeds and stuff. I'm going, no, no. And when I say I'm allergic to sunflower seeds and sunflowers, people go, oh, that's unusual. Even when I go to hospital and they say, are you allergic to anything? And they go, yes. Bees, wasps and sunflowers. And they go, right, well, we don't usually have those in the operating theatre, so I think we're fairly safe. Although one lady did insist on putting me a red Allergy band on, you know, which meant everywhere I went in the hospital, what are you allergic to, you know? Bees, wasps and sunflower seeds and sunflowers. Yeah, don't give me any sunflowers. So have you planning on sending me a surprise bouquet? Not that anybody really does, but if you are planning on sending me a lovely surprise bunch of flowers, please don't include any sunflowers. Oh, and another flower I don't like is lilies. I don't know why, lilies always remind me of funerals. The smell of lilies, I don't know whether when I've been to funerals, this overwhelming smell of lilies in the church, and it just brings back memories of like, oh, funerals. So I can't look at a lily, you know, at all. And also, they're potentially dangerous, I think, with animals, aren't they? The pollen that comes off them, yeah. So maybe I'd be allergic to that as well, who knows? Cheers, it's orange, 0 sugar, just in case you're worrying about me. I know you're not, but just in case. Yeah, it keeps blowing a gale here. Then the sun tries to come out. And then, you know, I'm reading a book and there's this drumming noise and you think, what on earth is that? And you look up and it's, the rain is coming down in torrents. Luckily I rescued the seat covers off, well, the seat cushions off the garden furniture. I rescued that, so I'm hoping where I put it, it's like under a lean-to shelter thing that we have over the hot tub. I'm just hoping that the rain hasn't blown that way and wet them. I'm hoping that they stayed dry. I could have put them in the summer house, but I didn't want to get wet through putting them in the summer house. I'm a tender little flower, you know. I don't like getting wet. I really don't like getting wet. Yeah. I don't know what Rosie's doing. She's running around the garden doing something or other. I don't mind as long as she's not digging a hole in the lawn and I get in trouble. But I don't think she is at the moment. I think she's crossed that off her list of things to do. Trixie has been like Velcro dog. She has followed me wherever I happen to have been, and I'm totally amazed that she hasn't followed me in here, because she wants to sit all over me. And I think I've told you before, she's a very solid dog, you know, and I'd rather have Rosie sit on me, to be quite honest. But she's been very, very clingy actually, Rosie has. I think she's missing, you know, the rest of the family. She's not usually quite so clingy. So I'm going to upload this video, and then I'm going to try to knit, sorry, the patio door just banged. I'm going to try and do a bit more knitting on the sleeve. I still haven't done any more knitting since I said I've got half a sleeve, a full sleeve, 2 bands and a collar to do. And then look in the shed for any buttons that may or may not match. I did find a lot of buttons in the shed. They're all in those little plastic like boxes, you know, the ones with the compartments in. So I've got quite a lot of, you know, buttons. But when I come to look, I never seem to have the right amount or the right colour. I don't know whether you're the same. If you want 6 buttons, you can find 5, yeah? Or you can find loads and loads of buttons, but never the right colour for what you're looking for. So, oh, Rosie's off on one again. Galloping. They say the rain is good for the garden, but not when it batters everything down. It's not a window box. I keep saying it's a window box. It's like, it was a planting box that I decided I would grow vegetables in last year, if you remember. But I'm not very green fingered, so the vegetables didn't do a lot. I think I got half a dozen little tomatoes, about that big. The herbs didn't do too badly. But I said to my daughter-in-law, just plant whatever you wanted this year, just plant some flowers in or something. So the flowers are actually doing quite well, even though it's in the shade of the shed. Yeah. The she shed, the yarny, whatever it is, the yarny shed, the caravan shed. Except it hasn't got any wheels, so it can't be a caravan, can it? Hello, sweetheart. Oh, hello, what do you want? She's pawing at me. I don't read her very well. She paws at me and wants something, and I don't quite know what she wants. What do you want, sweetie pie? It's Rosie, otherwise I wouldn't be calling Trixie sweetie pie. What do you want, darling? Yes, you're a beautiful girl. Your grandma's darling girl, aren't you? Well, it's not time for your dinner. I don't know what you want, baby. If I knew, I would give it to you. Yes. Yes, you're beautiful, aren't you? Yes, she's a beautiful girl. She's going to knock the tripod in a minute. Memories of Buster. Those of you who've been with me for a long, long time will know that every time I made a video, Buster used to kick the tripod. It was in his DNA. I will disrupt my mum, I will kick the tripod. So I think Rosie's going to do this. What, she's so clingy, and I don't understand it. She's not really a clingy dog to me. Yeah, I know, sweetheart, you're beautiful, aren't you? So I don't quite read her. I don't know quite what she wants. Oh, she's gone now, whatever it was she wanted. Maybe she just wanted a cuddle. But she isn't normally a cuddly dog, that's what I mean. She's normally a dog that walks all by herself, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to go now and upload this video, make myself a drink. I have started another book. It isn't a series, it's just a one. Oh, and there goes our baby. Barking again at nothing and nobody. So I think I'm going to go. I think you've had enough of Rosie barking for a whole week, haven't you? So see you again. Bye now.